Certainly. Here's an expanded explanation of the key point: you don't win with noise, incorporating a compelling example to illustrate its significance. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the constant barrage of information, distractions, and demands on our attention. The digital age has brought about unprecedented connectivity, but with it has come an incessant stream of notifications, emails, social media updates, and the pressure to multitask. Amidst this cacophony, it's crucial to recognize that success doesn't stem from being busy or constantly engaged with every incoming stimulus. Instead, it arises from the ability to focus on what truly matters, to discern the signal from the noise. The concept of noise encompasses all the irrelevant, distracting, or non-essential elements that vie for our attention. It's the endless scrolling through social media feeds, the barrage of unsolicited emails, the temptation to check our phones during every spare moment. While these activities may seem harmless or even productive on the surface, they often divert our focus from tasks that require deep thought, creativity, and sustained effort. On the other hand, signal refers to the meaningful, purposeful activities that align with our goals and values. These are the tasks that, when given our full attention, propel us forward and contribute to our personal and professional growth. Identifying and prioritizing the signal over the noise is essential for achieving success. Consider the example of a writer working on a novel. If the writer spends hours each day checking emails, responding to social media messages, or engaging in other non-essential activities, they may feel busy but accomplish little. The noise consumes their time and energy, leaving them with little to dedicate to the actual writing process. However, if the writer sets boundaries, limits distractions, and allocates uninterrupted time to write, they can produce meaningful work that brings them closer to their goal. This principle applies not only to writers but to individuals in all fields. Whether you're an entrepreneur, student, artist, or professional, the ability to focus on the signal and minimize the noise is paramount. It's about making intentional choices, setting clear priorities, and creating an environment conducive to deep work. In conclusion, to win in any endeavor, it's essential to recognize that being busy isn't the same as being productive. Success comes from focusing on what truly matters, eliminating distractions, and dedicating time and energy to tasks that align with your goals. By doing so, you can cut through the noise and achieve meaningful success. Perfectionism is often lauded as a virtue, a commitment to excellence, an unwavering attention to detail, a relentless pursuit of flawlessness. In many professional and personal spheres, it's seen as a hallmark of high standards and ambition. However, beneath this polished exterior lies a paradox: perfectionism can be a prison disguised as a standard. It can trap individuals in cycles of procrastination, self-doubt, and burnout, hindering progress rather than fostering it. The essence of perfectionism lies in the belief that anything less than perfect is unacceptable. This mindset often leads to analysis paralysis, where the fear of making mistakes prevents individuals from taking action. Tasks are delayed, projects are never completed, and opportunities are missed because the conditions are never deemed perfect enough to proceed. This constant striving for an unattainable ideal can lead to chronic stress and anxiety, as individuals feel they are never good enough, no matter how much they achieve. Furthermore, perfectionism can stifle creativity and innovation. When the focus is solely on avoiding errors, individuals may become risk-averse, hesitant to explore new ideas or approaches. This can result in a lack of growth and development, as the fear of failure outweighs the potential for learning and improvement. In relationships, perfectionism can create unrealistic expectations and foster dissatisfaction. The belief that one must be flawless can lead to constant self-criticism and a lack of self-acceptance, which can strain interactions with others. Moreover, perfectionists may project their standards onto those around them, leading to tension and conflict. To break free from the confines of perfectionism, it's essential to embrace the concept of good enough. Recognizing that perfection is often subjective and unattainable allows individuals to set realistic goals and expectations. This shift in mindset encourages action, fosters resilience, and promotes a healthier, more balanced approach to personal and professional endeavors. In conclusion, while striving for excellence is commendable, it's crucial to recognize when the pursuit of perfection becomes counterproductive. By acknowledging the limitations of perfectionism and embracing imperfection, individuals can unlock their full potential, leading to greater satisfaction and success in all areas of life. Consider the example of a software developer who spends weeks refining a piece of code, aiming for flawless performance. While attention to detail is important, the developer's obsession with perfection delays the project's completion, causing frustration among team members and missed deadlines. Had the developer embraced a good enough approach, the project could have been completed on time, allowing for iterative improvements and timely delivery. Certainly. Here's an expanded explanation of the key point: mastery is not given, incorporating a compelling example to illustrate its significance. Mastery is often perceived as an innate gift, something bestowed upon a select few by virtue of their natural talents or circumstances. This belief can be disheartening, especially for those who feel they lack such inherent abilities. However, the truth is that mastery is not an exclusive privilege, it is a result of deliberate effort, continuous learning, and unwavering perseverance. At the core of mastery lies the commitment to consistent practice and improvement. It's about dedicating oneself to a craft, embracing the challenges and setbacks that come with it, and persistently striving to enhance one's skills. This journey is not linear, it involves periods of rapid progress, plateaus, and occasional regressions. Yet, those who achieve mastery understand that these fluctuations are part of the process, not deterrents. A critical aspect of this journey is the willingness to step outside one's comfort zone. Mastery requires individuals to confront their limitations, push beyond familiar boundaries, and tackle tasks that may initially seem daunting. This mindset fosters growth and resilience, enabling individuals to adapt and excel in diverse situations. Moreover, mastery is deeply personal. It involves aligning one's efforts with their passions and values, ensuring that the pursuit remains meaningful and fulfilling. This intrinsic motivation sustains individuals through the inevitable challenges and setbacks they encounter along the way. An illustrative example of this concept is the story of a young woman named Sarah, who aspired to become a skilled violinist. Despite lacking formal training and facing initial difficulties, she dedicated herself to daily practice, sought guidance from experienced musicians, and continuously challenged herself to improve. Over time, her skills developed, and she began to perform in local concerts, earning recognition for her dedication and growth. Sarah's journey exemplifies that mastery is not an inherent trait but a product of consistent effort and passion. In conclusion, mastery is not a gift bestowed upon a fortunate few, it is an achievement earned through dedication, resilience, and a commitment to continuous learning. By embracing this mindset, individuals can unlock their potential and attain excellence in their chosen endeavors. In the vast landscape of personal and professional development, the concept of leverage stands as a cornerstone for achieving extraordinary results with seemingly ordinary efforts. Leverage, in its essence, is the strategic use of resources, be it time, money, knowledge, or relationships, to amplify outcomes. The principal key points create leverage underscores the idea that identifying and focusing on the most impactful elements in any endeavor can exponentially increase effectiveness and success. At the heart of this concept lies the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, which posits that 80% of results often come from 20% of efforts. By discerning and honing in on these critical key points, individuals and organizations can channel their energies more efficiently, yielding disproportionate returns. This approach is not about working harder but about working smarter, prioritizing actions that offer the highest leverage. Consider the example of a software developer named Alex. Early in his career, Alex was overwhelmed by the multitude of programming languages and frameworks available. He spread himself thin, attempting to master every tool, believing that versatility was the key to success. However, despite his broad knowledge, he found himself struggling to make significant progress on projects. One day, a mentor advised him to identify the key points, the core skills and technologies that would have the most substantial impact on his work. Taking this advice to heart, Alex decided to specialize in a particular programming language and framework that were in high demand in the industry. He invested time in mastering these tools, focusing his efforts on areas that would provide the most leverage. As a result, Alex's productivity and efficiency soared. By concentrating on the key points that mattered most, he was able to deliver high-quality work in less time, making him a sought-after developer in